Well, today I'm going to be doing a short video. I'm going to be having some tuna with deviled eggs. But right now I'm still making the tuna salad. As you can see, the eggs are in there, the tuna is in there. I still have to add more tuna. I'm going to use like 4 packets of the Starkist chunk light tuna. Only thing I hate about dealing with tuna is the fish smell. It smells so overwhelming. Just drink some of that water, and then I'm going to pour the packet contents in here. Okay, and this will be the last pack, and it only has 70 calories. You guys see that? 70 calories and 17 grams of protein. I'm trying to keep it because as soon as you open it, there is dripping water coming out of the package. Okay. So this is the last pack that I'm going to be using. And then, of course, I'm going to have to throw the contents in a bag and put it outside because, been there before with this. Now, that's the last of the tuna that I just placed in here. I don't know if you guys can see that. The last of the tuna. Now I'm going to just crunch down some of the chunks because I do not like chunky tuna. I like it to be a little smushed because when I eat it, I don't want to taste a whole thing of tuna chunks in my mouth. I'm just crunching it down some or with a spoon. The eggs is already in there. Now I'm going to try to stir this around because I will be adding mayonnaise and relish with a little bit, with 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, so now I will be using the whipped dressing mayonnaise because unfortunately the markets where we go to do not have sandwich spread, and I prefer sandwich spreads more. Look how creative I did this, you guys. Isn't that cute? Who would ever thought about something but me? Yeah, it is. That's clever. That was clever. So I'm gonna add about that much. I don't want to go crazy with that, but I wanted to go around because I do not. It started off I did not like tuna at first. Twin, don't start every time I get on something doing that, man. Go sit down.
I didn't say nothing wrong. I just said when you go stop being on phone.
And then, kind of smells like, what kind of, I hope this is the right kind of Hellmann's. Oh, it's not Hellmann's. It's from Clover Valley. It's probably like that cheap kind. Let me taste this. Yeah, it's the right kind. But it's from the cheaper version. Let's see. I think it needs a little bit more mayonnaise or whipped dressing. Okay. But I seriously, this is my first time dealing with a lot of eggs because the gas that comes afterwards, I don't know how I could see a lot of people eating it. I mean, I see Beloved eating a lot of eggs in her sauce, and I just, no. I know gas got to be coming out of her body. Because eggs does cause a lot of gas. And sometimes when you're too gassed up, that discomfort is too much. Now I will be using some Clover Valley relish. Can you see that? Clover Valley relish. Now, why is everything from Clover Valley? I think that everything is becoming too much expensive. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the, and just, I don't know if I want the juice going in because I don't want to make it too juicy. But I'm going to put, let's see, because I don't have any way of measuring it, so just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, I'm going to stir. And then I'm going to add just 2. Then again, with the relish, I don't even think I need to add any sugar because it already has, like, its flavor. It's sugar in it. But sometimes, I don't know. People are like, who cares? She's doing a tuna. Oh my gosh, who cares about tuna? Well, when you don't have much. And I've been delaying my channel only because, no, it doesn't need any sugar. Because I, haven't had much luck. Not people are really out here to support many people. And hold on, I'm just getting that out the way. I'm gonna throw this stuff in this bag because tuna packets. The less stuff you have to clean up. Okay. I'm gonna tie that, and once I'm done, I will be toting this out. Pass the crackers, please. Ew. It just, it just dropped. Oh my God. I can't stand the smell of it though. It's good, but I just can't stand the smell. Gross. I like it just the way it is. And I'm going to be using golden round Ritz crackers, but the no salted kind. I think that when you're eating tuna with the salted crackers, it just don't taste right. And of course, I'm going to be having purified water. So let's get into this. I was going to do a little story time. I think I can, so people know a little bit about me. I was born and raised. Well, I wasn't born and raised. I was born in Chicago. Look at these. My sister decided to do it like this. Still probably going to have some issues pulling it out. Oop. Okay. You got to play with it.
Did you wash your hands? Or she gonna have a big mouth?
No, I'm not, because all of the stuff coming out of it. I was a kid who was passed from relative to relative. Never, I don't think we stayed in one spot too long. And I think each person had their own reasons and etc. But my mom wasn't there. She became addicted to drugs. My father, the only one I know, was murdered when I was young. And take that spoon out of there. I was always having to fight my cousins at a young age. I don't know what their agenda was, what their issue was, but I think half the time I didn't even know why I was fighting or I had to fight. So after a while, because there was issues I think that I'll talk about on another time. But I grew up yearning love, and because I didn't get it growing up, it was something that I yearned. Now, I think that because I was yearning love, even though I've only been with 3 guys in my 34 years on earth, I think I was yearning it so much that I accepted whatever came my way, even if it wasn't something that I should have. The first 2 guys didn't last that long, of course, but the last one was 8 years. He was older than me. I was just turning 19, and he was 43. But he started pampering me, showing me things I've never seen before. Like, I went camping, never done that in my life. He showed me love. I mean, sure, he said it so quickly, and I was young. I didn't think that, if someone says it so quickly, they don't mean it. They're just a person who's quick to fall in love. I didn't know that. But when he said it, I oddly enough said it back. He said it to me after we had sex, but it was the next morning. And I looked at him, and he was walking out the room after he said it, looking so sad, so I just said it back, and and he was so excited about that, but I didn't know that, there's people out here who are very quick to fall in love. Hell, I may be even it, but after I ended things with him, because after 2 years it started to change. He was mentally, verbally, physically abusive. He made me feel worthless. And growing up, when you already have family and everything, that makes you feel worthless. And then here you got this person who you told your life story to, and they promised they'll never hurt you. That became a different subject, and he hurt me every single chance he got. I was so broken with this guy. And he always told me, no other man will ever want you or love you. And I've been single and sex-free now 10 years, so he may have been right. I think because my trust, I've been betrayed by everybody who's ever crossed paths in my life, may it be friend or foe. My family doesn't even talk to me and my twin sister. So when I decided, because I didn't want to be alone, I wanted someone to love me. I put up with it for so many years. You know, he started cheating. Once he started cheating, I didn't have sex with him anymore. A lot of people were like, well, how can it have been 10 years? Well, because after the first 2 years, we were together 8 years, we never had sex anymore. I wouldn't allow it because I don't want someone bringing me something back because you can't be faithful. Here I am, faithful and loyal, and you're just, you know, you're not. So I was so lost. I didn't even know, you know, who I was. So I ended up just telling him it was over. I needed to find me because I was lost. As I started my healing process, of course, he contacted me 8 months later. We were trying to work on being friends because we still, you know, knew each other for a long time, you know. And we started back to be friends. He said we'd be friends for most than anything, you know. And I figured, you know, he was the only friend I had. I had no friends. None. Because that's how badly I couldn't trust anybody. Because, you know, all that stuff went on in my life. Even as my friend, he was playing, I noticed that when we were dating, he had that kind of mind control over me. You know, so I realized even as a friend, he was doing the same things. Like, who's going to come and tell you, oh, I had sex with this other person. We're friends. I don't need to know that. That's your business. You know what I mean? And I was always being supportive, like, you know, there's somebody out there for you, you know, just waiting. You know, he was always looking for younger girls at that time. I thought he was like some creepy pervert. Could have been, because I was only 19. Well, I was 18, but turned 19 a couple of days later. And, he was 43. I said, maybe your problem is you're going out there, you're looking for younger girls when you should find somebody your age, since you claim, because he had been 53 at this point. No, 51 at this point, I think. And he's constantly looking for younger girls when he should just be looking for someone his age. I said, because he said he was just looking for companionship. If you're just looking for companionship, then find someone, because the younger girls are not going to be too quick to settle down, or you know, some of them haven't matured yet, and you know, vice versa. You know, because he was still a kid at heart, too. Because he didn't act his age, that's for sure. No. Growing up, my mom was coming in and out. But every time she made a promise, she never kept it. It didn't take her long to get back out there. So she was not really a mom figure. One time, me and my sister came home, and here we are, 17, maybe 16, I think it was. Never been with a guy, never had a boyfriend, never had a high school sweetheart or anything. And she's dating some guy. She instantly moves in. And we get home, because my sister had a summer job, and we get home. There's a letter waiting on the bed. And it's saying, I see the way he looks at y'all, and, you know, if y'all want him, y'all can have him. Why are you telling your 16 and 17-year-old daughters that? Or, I say 16 or 17 because I don't know how old we were at that in particular time. I couldn't understand how could she write something like that and it wasn't true. Like, please, you're into who you're into. I wasn't into him. He was sitting around doing crack just like you were. So why would I be interested in a crackhead? And then she, one time when she went to Mississippi, she's like, "Oh, I promise I'll change." Me and my sister being dumb and thinking that everybody deserves a chance, and maybe she can give us that love she never showed us. But things didn't get any better there. One day, some things went on, I don't know, and he was whipping my younger brother, and I said he's not his father, so he doesn't deserve to whip him. And my mom said, "You shut your mouth, blah, blah, blah." She was like always defending every man she had. So I said something. I said, I just wanted to, be out of there. She dragged me outside by my hair. And she had hit me a few times. Then she told me, "I wish I never had your mother effing ASS." And I think she meant it, because even to this day, she's had opportunities. And so did my siblings and cousins, where they've traveled. And we're in between places they've traveled, but none of them ever came to see us. One time they came to see us, and that was a long time ago, only because someone in my sister's side of the family had passed for us. And she was, "I'll bring your niece and nephew to see you." She never did. I knew that would happen anyways, They never take that step. It was like always us taking money to spend to go visit them. But then I realized, how can I keep coming in these people's face that did so much wrong to us? It was like, if you all knew my story, and I'll one day, if I'm living, get to the whole story, and I don't care how they take it or how anyone takes it, but I'm just giving you some briefs on it. Then we came across my younger sisters and brothers' family. We, I guess, knew them when we were younger. And they, we, thought they would be different. No, they weren't. They were doing the same thing. We stayed with them. We were practically paying their rent. My sister stayed with her daughter. And her daughter was getting $400 from my sister. And her mom was getting $400 from me. They're always like, "Oh, we care, we care." But every time, every year almost, we heard something that they were saying through their own family members' mouths. And they didn't know that their own family members told us. And half of their friends. And they still hang around these friends till this day. But hey, that's not my business. That's their business. And there was always something being said. "Oh, they stink. They're ugly. They don't have this. They don't have that. They're nasty," etc. It was always something. And we stopped communicating with them for a point in time for some years. And even through the years, had cousins coming around telling us, "Oh, they were sitting around talking about this, about..." It was like, if we're not focused on y'all, why are y'all focused on us? And then, the mom always like, "I love y'all like y'all was my own." No. Because if you did, you wouldn't be charging us interest. You wouldn't be sitting around giving your daughter and your granddaughter money and not charging them interest, but making us believe that you are, when in all in all reality, she wasn't. They never had anything good to say about us. I found out they were claiming that we were putting tampons in the toilet, clogging up toilets. Like, come on, everybody knows you don't do something like that. And it was like, they were always putting the pinpoint at us, like her granddaughter stole her lottery ticket. She's gonna come out and say, "Oh, I went to a store uptown pantry that said 3 girls came in there, and it was you, your sister, and her granddaughter, and y'all cashed it." First off, that's a lie. The man's not gonna tell you who came in and did something. Let alone, I was dating a guy who was giving me money anyways. Why would I come and steal something that I don't need? You're getting damn near a whole thing of rent off of us, so a whole bunch of money. Why would I need to steal from you and he's giving me money? You know, they were always so phony, and I still think to this day they're phony. That's why I kind of ended my, once I, here's your money, bye. That's it. I don't need to deal with y'all no more. I don't care. Y'all live your life, I'll live ours. Because it's like, you can't even talk to them. It was always about one person. This person won't give me back my money. This person, I could have stayed with her. This person, blah, blah, blah. And it was always the same person. Like, what makes you think that I can care less? That's your daughter. You know, so point of the matter is you just can't trust anybody. And that's what, because I didn't have these teachings growing up about men and how they can hurt you and how people that you thought you were so close to could hurt and betray you too. I never was taught that stuff. So it's like down the line you learn. So that's what led me to be kind of distant. I grew up a very deep depression, you know. It was very deep. Because I had no one to turn to. You guys gotta excuse me, I don't always wear makeup. I don't think I need to wear makeup just to get on some video. Unless it was something I needed to do it for. You know, to make myself look better. But it's like, I'd be doing it for nothing. I think I started this channel about, I had a channel about a couple of years ago. It didn't go anywhere. And people say, you must keep at it. I think I posted probably like 23 videos or so in about a month. And the subscribers are coming very slowly. You know, yeah, they may not be interested in what I'm showing because I don't have, you know, I'm a not wealthy person. I don't even have money to do that kind of stuff. They have people that's sending them cameras and sending them food and, you know, sending them that support, but I don't have that. So it's kind of a little difficult for me because I'm just using a phone. I can't edit backgrounds. Everybody gets to see how I don't have nothing, as you can see, curtain here or sheet here, you know. So, you know, but I thought maybe I'll just give it another go, try it again. And then, you know, you have people who subscribe to you, so I'm only being fair. That's just who I am. If someone subscribes to me, I'm going to subscribe back. But it's like once they subscribe to me, because I should have been at well over 26 by now. But it's like after I subscribe to them and I refresh my page, because it doesn't show that my number for subscribers have went up. Once I refresh, I see that it's gone. So it's like once you like them, they're turning around and removing their subscription or their subscriber thingy from yours. So, and you know, I don't think before there was always people like, you should, I don't think it's right that people even cutie cute. Yeah. She used to be in her thing begging. And I wouldn't say begging, but she was like, always, please subscribe to my channel. I mean, I don't see why everybody is subscribing to other people. Yeah, because they got this, but I was the first one, like, not to subscribe to her. No, I was not the first one, but when I seen that in particular video where she was like singing about God and I liked her voice and everything, and I went down in her comments and like, I subscribe to you, you know, because I'm here to, you know, boost people's confidence, not sit around and make them feel more worthless than they already feel. And I went my whole life being told I'm worthless. And, you know, you get those days, that's just how you feel all the time. Because it's like, how can everybody else be this lucky and everything I do? Like, I started at Instagram. I've been had a Facebook. I've been had Twitter. And I was like, well, people are talking about how you can make extra money doing YouTube. So I figured, okay, I can try YouTube. I never knew. I used to watch YouTube, but I never knew people were getting paid for it. And it was like, the minute her success got to where she needed it to be, she started thinking she was more than everybody else. Because I told her one day, I'm like, can you give me a shout out on my channel? I asked everybody that I ever subscribed to, can they give me, none of them ever did. But every time I seen their thing for shout outs, they were shouting out their mother, their sisters, anybody in their family or their close friends, but none of them gave me a shout out. So that made me feel even worthless. And it made me feel like, you know, there is nothing that I can accomplish because no one thinks that I can, you know. So that's why I took a little break from YouTube, so everyone knows. Because I don't think everybody's fair, but you know, that's life. No one's fair. But if you see that people are trying to be just accomplish something and know that, hey, I've succeeded at that, don't dash their hopes. Like, I know it takes time to build a YouTube channel, but hell, I've never even reached 100 where I can benefit from doing it. Like, I know you have to go to AdSense. Some people say all you need is 100 subscribers, and then you can go sign up for AdSense. But some people said you need 1,000. So I don't know, really, because I don't know too much about YouTube. But I also got a little deterred because I also see the bullying. I was bullied my whole life by my family, my cousins. I was bullied in a few of my schools, but there was a few that I was not bullied in. But when you got this stuff going on your whole life, then it becomes like maybe you're just not worthy. Maybe everyone's right, you know. That sticks in your head and you just don't want to be here on earth anymore. But I don't know what it is about Tuna, but I am getting full. I be watching people do these ASMRs and these mukbangs. I don't see how they can do it because once my stomach reaches to that capacity where it's full, and it's like no matter how many times I try to go over that, it just never lets me. And then sometimes I feel like it's gonna regurgitate back in my throat. But I really don't see how they can do that. But some people have the stomachs for it and some people don't. Just like some people have the stomachs for hot stuff and some people don't. Well, this is the end of this video.
Did you say me something?
I'm gonna end this now. If you want to give a girl a chance and subscribe to my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, and God bless everyone.